Tip 2 is to know your definition of success. Now you're starting to dig a little deeper and understand a little more about why you want to be a successful student. But now it's time to ask yourself, what is my definition of success? What does being a successful student mean to me? Not what does success mean to your friends or family. What does it mean to you? To you.
To you.
Knowing your definition of success, in addition to knowing your why, is essential if you want to be a successful student. It is so important to know what success means to you. It needs to be specific, something that you can measure to know whether you're living up to your standards or not. Again, we're all unique. We all have different passions and dreams and desires and goals. It's important to know your passions and dreams and desires and goals, but you usually don't find them all at once. You find them as your life unfolds. You find them along the journey. You find them on the path. Having your own definition of success helps you to stop constantly comparing yourself to others. You don't want to use someone else's definition of success to guide your life. Being a successful student means something different to everyone. A lot of people think it means just getting good grades. I used to believe this. I used to truly believe this, but now I know this is wrong. I hope you can start to learn from my mistakes here. Creating a definition of success based solely on grades will not help you to become an all-around successful student. Also, the term good grades is a very broad standard that can mean different things to different people, which is why it's important to be specific about what good grades actually mean to you. Some students may think it means getting all A's and B's. Some students may think it means getting all A's. Some students may think it means just passing all of your classes. Either way, no matter how you choose to define what good grades are, what's the point of getting good grades if it comes at the expense of your mental health? Is it even worth it to get good grades if it means sacrificing your mental health? Is it worth it to get all A's and B's, but you only sleep for an average of 4 hours each night? What if you get good grades, but you don't participate in any extracurricular activities or clubs or teams, or you don't hang out with any friends outside of school? Is that still being a successful student to you? Again, the whole point of this is to define success on your terms. Know your definition of success. This may take a little journaling and brainstorming. It may not come to you immediately. Also, understand that your definition of success will not stay the same. It will change as you learn and grow as a student. Your definition of success as a middle school student will not be the same as your definition of success as a high school student. Your definition of success as a high school student will not be the same as your definition of success as a college student, and even as you graduate college, your definition of success will be even different. Your definition of success is always a work in progress because you yourself are always a work in progress. Putting in the time and effort to create a definition of success for your current self will greatly help you along your journey. When you graduate and move to higher grades and higher levels of education, you'll have this definition of success as a foundation. You'll probably only have to make minor tweaks and changes for the next grade or the next level of education. Also, your definition of success should have several metrics. It shouldn't just be based on one metric, such as getting good grades. Each metric may have a different weight or importance depending on how much of a priority it is to you. Here's a general standard example of a definition of success for middle school, high school, and college students. Getting good grades, participating in extracurricular activities outside of school, getting 8 hours of sleep every night, having a good social life. This is kind of the common example, yet most people don't live up to this standard. One thing that is left out of this common definition of success that I feel needs to be added is taking care of your mental health. This should be as important or more important than getting good grades. Also, with something like having a good social life, that is still very broad and it needs to be specific for what that means to you. It is so important for you to set your own standards that you want to live up to. You don't want to be living up to someone else's standards. You don't want to be living up to someone else's definition of success. Your definition of success should be realistic, but it should also be motivating. It should inspire you to want to be a better student every single day. To be a successful student, the only person you want to compare yourself to is the past you. Are you a better student than you were 5 years ago? Are you a better student than you were 1 year ago? Are you a better student than you were 1 month ago? Are you a better student than you were 1 week ago? Once you write out your definition of success, be sure to share it in the comments below. I'd love to see what your definition of success is, and you never know, it might help somebody else who's watching this video create their own definition of success.